Flip Your Worth TV. Subscribe now. Doing big biz, live big. 6 figs, 10 times flipping cribs. Dropping videos, I show you what I really did. Turning dirt into a diamond, show you how to really flip. Trying to get your money up, gotta turn your hustle up. Take this free game, write it down, then you double up. Get your grind on, then you see what you can really make. Subscribe to the channel, man, I teach you about this real estate. Flip Your Worth TV, we back, baby. You know the motto, new day, new vlog, same hustle. So today's a little different vlog. As you see, I'm not out doing a renovation on the house. I'm not on the hunt looking for a new property, but I kind of am, but I'm not. Like today, I'm actually in my California crib. You know, it's still quarantine time, so just kind of laying low. I haven't really been jumping on a bunch of projects. But what I am trying to do is put this deal together on a very unique situation. So with that situation right now, I'm trying to buy a abandoned building, but what's special about this abandoned building is that it comes with another lot. So right now, the seller is trying to sell it for $405,000. That's what they have it listed for. I offered them $310,000. We've been going back and forth for about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, trying to negotiate. But their last offer was $375,000. My last offer was $340,000. And probably for like the past week, we've just been at a standstill. My realtor told me yesterday that they reached out to him, but he was busy at the time, so he didn't actually speak to them, but they left a voicemail. So what we're going to assume is that voicemail was them calling because they came to their senses and realized that I'm not coming up and that they need to come down to where I'm at. So I'm actually anticipating this phone call today. I did speak to my realtor earlier today. He said he was going to call them and follow up with them because obviously they left a voicemail for him. In the meantime, this is just one of my typical days when I'm not out on site at a project. What I'm doing is I'm in the house doing paperwork on my other current properties, making sure the budgets and everything is right. On my rental properties, making sure that all the rent is being paid and the mortgages are being paid. Just, you know, typical paperwork day. And like I said, in the midst of doing that paperwork, trying to put together this deal. So, you know, I'll let y'all know how it plays out. As a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is, because somebody asked me to do this one time and I never did it, but I'm actually gonna let y'all sit in and listen to the phone call when my realtor calls me back. And we'll see how it plays out, because this is a property that's been on the market for over a year. They haven't been able to sell it. They claimed they was under contract once, but it fell through. I never believe that when they say that. Because clearly you've been on the market for over a year, so if people were on you like that, you would have sold it by now. But yeah, we're just gonna see. We're gonna see how this plays out. And like I said, I'll let you guys sit in for the phone call, and hopefully they come back with the right numbers. So the next time you see me in this vlog will be whenever that call takes place. And that call should take place right about now. Yeah, hello? Yeah, this could be a good situation though. I'm gonna try to go over these numbers and see if it makes sense. I mean, it should though, because at 350, getting that below land value, I can't see why it doesn't appraise for at least that one for like 500. But I need to look more into the this commercial versus residential contract. I have to call them.
Yeah, that's gonna be the biggest thing. But yeah, I mean, at 350, I think the numbers are gonna be just fine.
And I guess whether it's commercial or residential, if I can get the terms to be the same, then obviously it doesn't matter at that point. But
yeah,
I also have to see how they're willing to do it, because I could say to them, hey, I'm converting it to residential, but if it's a commercial space right now,
they may say, okay, it has to stay under the commercial side. I don't know. That's why I gotta look into this, because that's it's a little tricky. But either way, at 350, that's a good price. I do need to figure out though the appraisal situation. If the appraisal, or if they're gonna use a different type of appraiser, if it's under a commercial contract versus if we do it as residential.
I mean, it's still a regular appraisal company, but I believe there is a different kind of appraiser that goes out.
Yeah, because I'm going to assume the values are going to change as well. Because if you have a commercial property in a residential area, it may be a little different than obviously if it was a commercial property surrounded by other commercial properties.
A commercial appraisals are also more expensive.
Right. So that's why I want to find out how this plays out. But at least we know for sure that the ball is in our court, because
they get back up.
Right. Because I mean, I was gonna go look at it, but I was definitely in no rush to take it at the 375. I was just gonna let it sit. And honestly, I was sitting and waiting for them to drop the price online, like the listing price, or wait for them to just come back to me with a lower price. And obviously they did that, because I know nobody was knocking down their doors to get that place. There's only a few people that's crazy enough to want to deal with that, and I'm just one of them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to touch the projects that other people don't want to touch. So
I mean, for somebody that is willing to take this one on, they can make it work. There's some people that they can't.
Right, and then I mean, you have a lot of people that do renovations, but they're not willing to take on this level of work. And then you have people that are willing to take on this level of work, but typically what they like to do is just wipe it out and build new. So it's like the amount of people that are willing to take this on and go through the full renovation, I feel like they're there, but it's just obviously not as many. So hence why they're just sitting there with no offers.
I'm not pleased with the staff a lot of offers, but I'm sure there's been either a lot of stipulations on it or.
Right. And I'm sure they got offers, but not the offers they wanted. They probably got offers for like 200 and something, or like 300. Because my first offer was what, 300 or 310, something like that.
310.
Right. And I know people offered less than that.
I mean, I believe that they had to offer higher price too. I also believe that their conditions were not reasonable.
Right.
Because I mean, who's gonna want to have it? I mean, if it's a big piece of land, okay, that can make sense for a big development. But if it's just this, these two, corner lots over here, then nobody's gonna sit on it for 4 months waiting to see if the person's gonna act or not.
Right. I mean, even at the end of the day, like we spoke about, if I buy that and I get those 2 lots, even if I renovate the building and just sell it, I still get to pocket that money, and I'll still own the other lot. So it's kind of just a win-win.
Yeah, I mean, obviously at 400 it was not a big deal. At 375 it was questionable, but that's $25,000 that makes it if they're giving you a 60% budget, that's like an extra $15,000 there.
Right. And I'll take that money, because $25,000 definitely makes a huge difference in renovations.
Oh, I think actually the entire, the entire electrical for the whole building or something like that.
Yeah. And then I still need to get in contact with a builder, because I want to I do want to see what the price is if I can convert those 3 small houses into 3 duplexes, because that would.
Most builders are going to find that. I mean, it's probably better to get a really good contractor for that one, because most builders are going to try to get you to run them over to build up.
Right. So yeah, that too. I mean, you're gonna see. That's why I need to go there and look, because I'd like to do it that way, or I can do it the other way where I have that and then build something else on that lot. But to me, it makes more sense to just try to convert those into duplexes, since they're gonna need a lot of work anyway. I'm gonna do the little numbers on it again. And I'm gonna call that guy too,
Definitely go ahead and get into contact with us, because now it's starting to feel like the deal there.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him today. I'm gonna call him once I get off the phone with you. I'm gonna get his number and run this by him, see what he says, and kind of take it from there. But like I said, for the 350, I'll definitely put it under contract.
Well, I can at least start writing it up, and we can, if it's time to, we don't have to have option delivered for a few days, so I guess it's time to start fiddling around with everything.
Right. And then.
All right, so
and then you said you submit. Did you submit the other offer already, or you're gonna submit that later today?
No, I just already submitted ours. I got to a little bit early, so I sat in my car and submitted it.
Gotcha. Okay, because I wouldn't mind taking that one too, because.
Well, that's an easy one.
Yeah, that house, I can get in there, finish that whole thing in 2 weeks. Finish it 2 weeks, be out of it, and start the refinance on that, just so I could group that one with the condo. Yeah, I'll follow up with you as soon as I get this other information. Or I'll hit you a little later, because you might be there for a bit, so.
Yeah, probably an hour or so.
Okay. All right, so yeah, I'll call you back a little later.
That sounds good.
All right. So yeah, that was the call. Obviously, you heard most of it, so I'm gonna just summarize it real quick. They came down to 350. They were last at 375. I was at 340. I never responded back to them after the 375, so I guess they came to the senses and realized, all right, let's not lose a real offer, because I don't think they've been getting offers. And when you're selling a property, and realtors know this, if you have, or even flippers, like if you have a property that's not getting activity, and then you have somebody that gives you an offer, even if it isn't what you want, if they submitted an offer, don't let that slide. You need to engage that person and try to work something out with them, because you never know when your next offer is going to be. They've been on the market for a year. It may take another year before they get another offer. So I guess they came to their senses. They realized that. They came closer to where I'm at. So now we're only at a 10 grand price difference. And for 10 grand, I feel like I can make a lot of money off of this project, because I have some bigger plans for it. So yeah, it looks like I might be moving forward with it. I got a little more research to do. I want to finalize my numbers a little bit. But once I do that, I'm gonna reach out back to my realtor, who is already working on the contract, as you probably heard him say. And then we'll get the ball rolling, and hopefully we'll have this under contract and it'll be mine soon. But I'll keep you guys posted on the process. And on that note, I'm out. Like this video, I appreciate it. It'll help with the algorithms and make more people see it. And subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications so you know whenever I drop a new one. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Holla.